I don't know what's going on, man. I'm beyond pissed right now. I mean, we're losing back-to-back games. This is not good for the team. I mean, to have all these high expectations and to make key additions going into this season, something's not right. Um, the last game hurt, a lot because I think we really played much better against the Bills than we did against the Cardinals. We came in firing, we were ready to go. OJ Howard had a game of his career, um, which is good for us in the future because now teams got to look out for him and Cameron Brake, which will open up things for Deshaun Jackson, Mike Evans, and Humphreys and Chris Godwin. So I really don't see it. I honestly see it as a blessing in disguise. I'm sorry, disguise because although we did lose that tough game um, by one mistake by the offense and a few things on the defense, team loses together. I think that we figured out some things against the Bills and also against the Cardinals. I don't know if you guys remember, but when we played against the Cardinals last year, like we got blew out last year. Like even though we got blown out early this year, we still put up points against this team. You know what I mean? Like even though they're blowing us out, the team doesn't want us to score points, if that makes sense. So we actually put up a lot of points this time around against them. So I think that's a positive outlook on that part without Jameis being there because of the injury that he was dealing with in his shoulder. And against the Bills, this is a team that actually didn't look bad all year. I mean, they played the Panthers really tough. Then they came back and played the Falcons pretty tough, and I think they beat Atlanta in Atlanta. So we played them very well. I mean, the defense played pretty good, made stops when we needed stops, and also Jameis looked amazing. Like, I mean, he did have one turnover that kind of hurt. I think another pass that could have been picked, but for the most part, a lot of his decision making was much improved than what he did the year before, and what he did against the Vikings, I believe. Ever since that game, he's been playing a lot better. So those are the positive that we can look at. The negative is we're under 500 by 2 games. Like that's not good, and you know, usually you have to win about 10 to about 12 games to be in the playoffs. So if we're talking, 10 to 12 games, we need to win out to be in consideration. Now, obviously, this is a long season, and we've done something very similar before. We played better down the stretch, but it's bothering. It gets you nervous when this happens. We lose 4 games early. Now, although the division is not looking too good, I mean, the Saints are winning the division right now, and we haven't played a division game, which is coming up this week against the Panthers. Um, Still nerve-wracking, man. I mean, the NFC is not really strong, but I want to be in the talk as soon as the season starts. I don't want to go in the talk later on. I want to be in the talk, as soon as the season starts. So we got it. We got to bounce back, man. It's pure point blank. We took some huge losses to Cardinals, Patriots, Vikings, and the Bills was probably the toughest to me so far this season. We have to bounce back this week, man. I mean, this is a game where we can't lose our third consecutive loss, and it's a division game. Like we have to beat this team. We have to beat the Panthers because if not, it can go. It can get ugly. Again, we were in a similar situation last year, early in the season, when we lost to the Rams, Broncos, and Cardinals. Very early, and we pulled it out later on in the season. Actually, I believe that around this time we played the Cardinals, and that game in Carolina, that Monday night game when Aguayo made that field goal, kind of turned the season around for us, and we went on that run and looked good throughout most of the season after that. So we need to get started. This is the game where we need to turn this around. We're at home. We don't have home field advantage. Cam is dealing with a lot, but Cam is Cam. You still have to watch out for him. We need to win this game, man. There's no if ands, or buts about it, because you can see how losing games starts to hurt, the chemistry that teams starting to have. Now we're hearing T.J. Ward and Chris Baker talking about they wish they had more playing time, which is accurate, but these are things that starting to come out of the locker room that should be in-house that can cause huge distractions to the ball club. So We need to get started, man. Like this game is crucial because if we win this game, now everything starts to turn. Players are not really saying too much of how they feel. They're more concerned with winning than their own personal interests or goals. So we need this win, man. Period, point blank. This game is crucial. I mean, it's just what it is. Like to save the season, we have to beat the Panthers. There's nothing that you can say to that, like at all. So let's get it done, man. We got to.